Hey guys, Justin from Simplified Investing. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. This is our weekly watch list video highlighting a market breakdown and a few stocks we are watching. Hope you guys enjoy. So, getting things started, going to do a breakdown here on SPY. Then I will move into the NASDAQ, and then I will move into a few individual plays that are on watch this week. We had some interesting price action here from the market here the past few days. I will also break down the Russell, which is going to be the Russell futures, and that's going to be for small caps. Getting right into things here, we see obviously an uptrending market. If we went here and let's say we loaded in just some simple EMAs here, let's say the 50, the 100, and then the 200, obviously in an uptrend getting rather extended. Now, one thing I want to note here is we attempted this bearish engulfing here on 727. In a true sign of market weakness, what should have happened is this should have seen follow through. Now, Friday, much different. We did have some PCE data coming out, which does throw a little wrench into things because the data was suggesting that inflation was cooling, which is why you saw a rally in the market. Nonetheless, we're trying to reclaim back over this key 456.70 area. If we can trade above this inside bar high here on Friday, which is around 457.69, watching for that continuation move up here into this 460 area. And if we zoom out here, this is a huge pivotal level here, especially if we let's take a look at the weekly quick. Look at all of these wicks in this area indicating how strong prior selling was. If we do clear this and do hold this, I honestly think we have trending strength and room up near that 52-week high here. Just from breaking all of this selling pressure here, it would show the resiliency in the market and the strength. You can see two nice higher high bars here on the weekly chart following this outside bar. Now from a daily chart, again, watching above this inside bar here for that continuation. Nice to see it hold near the lows, showing buying pressure still present at that 453 area here on this particular ETF. Now let's go to the NASDAQ. This paints a similar picture, and this is going to be /NQ. And you can see right here, we're forming this cup formation with this pivot low around 15,483. 15,555 has been an extremely strong support region here on this. So you can see retest, so it turns from resistance to hold, failed breakdown, quick reclaim, retest, retest, retest. And what really signifies how strong this is this retest right here is holding on very strong, coming off of very strong price action. And let me get rid of these EMAs that we had from the prior example. You can see we come back down, and then overnight session here on Thursday into Friday, we come back down 15,555 and immediately rebid and push this higher right up into this area right here. 15,843 going to be key for me. Above that into like this 15,964, and then 16,000 being a whole psych region. You can see over here, we had some buyers trapped, likely coming in over that 16,000 area, stopping out, reclaiming back into this channel, and now we're trying to form this curling move back up into 16,000 overhead. That is going to be my main watch here, holding that 15,843. If we pull back into any of these two areas right here, closely watching this support area for a bounce. You can see the buyers very present from 15,483 to 15,555. Now, let me break down the Russell, which is going to be /RTY. And it's going to be painting a similar picture here as the other indices. Then we had a failed outside bar here. And one thing to note, the Russell has been a lot weaker, obviously, compared to SPY and NQ, as this has not made 52-week highs yet that we had last year around this time. We had this outside bar fail, traps these breakout buyers here for that attempted breakout, stuff lower, and then this inside bar here on Friday. I do not want to see it close or hold below 1960, 1959.50. Otherwise, we could make this easy move back down into 1921 on this retest right here. From a weekly chart perspective, again, we're attempting this prior double top here. I need to see some strength for that continuation move and the daily isn't showing as much strength as the other indices quite yet. So going to use this potential if we reclaim over 2,000 to take this move long here, potential up into 2016, and above that another target would be this swing high back here from 816 at 2033. So reclaim here inside bar, want to see this outside move if we can get that within this coming week. Now, for a few individual equity names, first one I'm going to be keeping on watch, TTD. Nice failed breakdown here when the market rolled over bad on Thursday. And then we get this gap up continuation here on 728. Really what I liked was this weekly chart. So we had an attempted breakdown here. We had this nice lower wick in inside bar strength here, closing near the high of this red bar. Watching this above this high, which is around 90, for this move up into 92.15. Above that, our next area would be like in this 97 area. See, not much from the weekly chart here in between that. So if we do get some trending strength over that weekly candle high, watching that for that continuation move to the upside here with potential, like I said, into that 97 area. Another one that's been on watch is XPEV. Really interesting basing structure here off of this earnings. You get this gap up, basically 10, 11 months of base off of this gap up here. Actually, no, I take that back. 5 months, 6 months of base. So this push up based on the weekly chart, and now we're getting a strong breakthrough on volume. I want to see this continue and follow through above this 23 area. As you can see, we filled this void that we have here. And the void, by what I mean by that, is a bunch of sequential red bars here that don't create as much support or resistance on the way down, so it makes it easier to fill on the way up, and you can see this by this wide range move right here. Above this area into, say, like 25.88, we could test up into this prior pivot high around 35.25. This is a name with extreme relative strength. It's a very strong name. A gapper here, and really where this formation or where this pattern really started was this push up here, and then we reject hard. And a lot of shorts likely hopped in right here after this candle, saying, okay, we clearly rejected here. We're going to push this lower and we're going to make the move down. What happens? All of them get trapped. We gap up off of news, and this is evident by how we didn't have really any drawdown off the open. So what likely happened was everyone was buying to cover off the open, and then you get this push higher. Followed by Thursday, inside bar, and then we get an outside bar with trend continuation that closes near the high here on Friday, signaling the strength in this particular name. Going to keep this on watch. I want to see a clear of that high here on Friday or a gap up that does not fail. So the last thing I want to see is like a gap up here into, like, say 25 and then immediately sell off from the open. So if we get a gap, I want to see that hold and that strength. Otherwise, intraday potential pull back into 23.11 and then continue that move in advancement higher as we get a name with extreme relative strength and follow through after trapping shorts here on 725. That being said, that wraps up our weekly watch list video. If you did enjoy this video, if you could please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, it would be greatly appreciated. If you are interested in checking out our team, feel free to head to SimplifiedInvesting.com today. We'd love to have you guys on board. Hope you guys all have a great weekend and see you all on Monday. Thank you.